Alright, dude. Go ask some questions.
Alright. So, what was your favorite part of filming Macbeth?
It's a real good question. Before I start, I just like to tell everyone, this was a very low-budget film. These swords did not cost more than $10, yet they have such a real effect. Yeah, the whole setup is just one of my friend's backyard, so we didn't really have to pay him for rent or nothing. The set was pretty much free. What was your question again, please?
What was your favorite part of filming Macbeth?
My favorite part, I think, just getting to be Macbeth. I mean, when Miguel Stallone here, he told me, "Hey man, we need a person for our part." I was like, "Hey, I have Miss Thomas, so yeah, I'll do it." I was just you know, I was just glad I was gonna get to do a part. I got to do a lot of good fight scenes. I threw some roundhouse kicks in there. Those are pretty cool. So next question.
Alright, so how were those fight scenes? Describe them. Did you get hurt or anything?
I just did describe them. Can you ask me another question?
Okay, yeah. How was that fireball?
The fireball. The fireball took a few sets. It took a few times to get it perfect, but as you can see, we got it down. None of us really wanted to hold the fireball, so we had to kind of make that one quick. So if it doesn't look like it's on fire, it is. It's on fire.
And that was your real hand, right?
That was my real hand. People might think it's a glove, but that was all natural.
All natural, alright. So, yeah, I think that's about it. It's kind of starting to come down here, so...
Yeah, it's starting to rain.
I think we should move this interview inside. Let's change climate.
I just want to say thank you for watching our video, and hope we get an A on it. That's pretty much my... That's all I wanted to say.
Alright, so how did you think of this whole fight scene kind of stuff for Macbeth?
Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth. When we first read the book, I fell asleep, and I'm not the type of person to go home and reread it myself, so I didn't. So all I knew is Seward fought Macbeth, and then Macbeth fought Macduff, and then he died. And so I thought, man, that's kind of boring. Just three dudes fighting? And, you know, I do a lot of, fighting myself. So I just thought, well, we need a wizard and a fireball and some ninjas and a pirate. You know, the little stuff. So all I knew is that I wanted those things. We got them all onto the set. And when they asked for the fight scenes, this is my first film that I directed, so I didn't know that you should figure out the choreography whatever beforehand. So I kind of just winged it and pretend like I was looking at notes when there was nothing written on my hand, or in my hand for that matter. So
alright,
we winged it.
Alright, they turned out pretty well. Was it difficult working with any of the actors?
Oh man, I would have to say that the original wizard, Selena, she was tough. First she wouldn't yell, and then she would yell too loud, and she would scream and make all these weird obscene sounds. And it was tough to deal with. I'm cracking up here. I can't keep a straight face when I think of Selena. She was tough to work with, but we replaced her. We couldn't work with her, we replaced her. And then we replaced her replacement because due to like an odd, obscene fire incident, we got rid of her. So she was tough to work with. Senya, Luke's girl, she was a little undependable. She said she'd be there for a lot of stuff, but I mean, whatever. So just those two. Everybody else was all great to work with. Just did whatever needed to be done. Everybody volunteered for anything. So
alright.
It was cool.
And what was your favorite scene that you filmed?
Oh man, my favorite scene. I would have to say that my favorite scene of the film was the first one with Seward and Macbeth. When they were going at it, it kind of went good together. And then when the Barbarian joined in for the second part after Seward had died, I think the the barbarian scene was my favorite part. But I would have to say that off scene, my favorite part was working with my #1 cameraman. He was great to work with. He jumped in, didn't know nothing about the book, but became almost like a second director and almost like the father of the family. It was good stuff.
All right. And let's see. Selena, would you like to ask a question?